What up? I just read your comment, dude. It's funny. All right. So I got events for pretty much today, or quote yesterday, but the 15th and 16th. And then I got this one set up for the 17th and 18th, which should be what? Today's Thursday the 16th, I believe. Yeah, Thursday the 16th. So Friday and Saturday is that one, and then Sunday and Monday is that one. Yo, you're asking the wrong person, man. I do not understand emojis. Remember, I'm that guy that doesn't own a cell phone in any way, shape, or form, so me and emojis, you'd be better off trying to teach me Japanese or something before emojis. I know. Fucking emojis. Alright, so we got 36 holes. We're gonna just finish them all at once, I believe. So far, at least 4 people have started the tournament. That's cool. What up? Proper's trying to figure out what's wrong with his emojis over here. I told him he's talking to the wrong guy because I don't own a phone, so I'm probably no help in the emoji language. Those are pretty awesome emojis. The fuck is going on here? Give me a second here. My laptop's gone completely mental on me. Can't read the goddamn comments, nothing. You got no fucking cursor. What the hell is going on here, computer? Get your shit together here. I hope so. All right. I think everything looks like it's apart here. Alright, I think everything's working now again. I don't know what happened. Fucking laptop screen just froze. I had no cursor. Nothing was happening. And then it was just like it was all over and everything went back to normal again now. Hell if I know. Fucking technology, man. All right. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Shit can get you in more trouble than a person wants to get into, even if you don't mean to. I've had to pretty much stop posting anything on Facebook anymore because it never seemed to fail. Somebody would get butthurt about something. Sometimes it was justified, sometimes it kind of wasn't. Hey, a good start. Yeah, if odds are pretty good if you're a friend of mine, you'd know not to talk to me that way or you're not going to get a response. And I also have never had Snapchat, so that helps. But yeah, I need full sentences, legitimate words. They don't even need to be spelled 100% correct, but yeah, I can totally understand that shit. I have one friend who does tend to send me a lot of times, like, I swear to God, everything's a 3-letter word, and I'm like, hold on, what is he sending me here? Because this isn't making sense. But I guess after you get used to it, it's just like anything else, you get used to it. I just don't have any reason to not get used to it, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's because I never had a phone, like, for texting. Because I get it, when you're texting, you're trying to do shit quickly and efficiently as possible. But I've just always had a phone that you either talk into or my computer. So, yeah. Yeah. Stuff like that. And I don't, every now and then I get it. Like I said, when somebody writes the word people and they put PPL, I don't mind, things that are very common. But it's when people go on the extreme and literally the whole message is like 3-letter words and you're just like, whoa, this is going to take me longer to read this. And if you'd have just typed the message the right way, it's like your English teacher would be so let down right now. All that work for nothing. Yeah, stuff like that. Because I'll sit there and look at that and be like, would, like, what are they trying to get at? And then I'll just finally be like, I'll put what with 3 question marks, and they'd be like, what are you doing? Like, why can't you just write that? What you doing? That'd work. Even if you didn't want to speak proper English, just what you doing? Yes, all that stuff. It almost hurts my brain. I look at it and it's like my brain starts going in this full-on scramble mode. And then it just starts to hurt and you're like, whoa, this is good. Ugh. Do I know who Joe is? I know a lot of Joes, man. I went to school with like 7 different Joes. Now, granted, a couple of them were Josephs, but people called him Joe, so yeah, I know a few. Oh, stop, ball. Oh, you just had to go there, didn't you? Hmm. Oh, this fucking tree. That's right, there's the sun too. God damn. Easy there, golf ball. Let's not be doing something crazy going in the sand. There you go. Oh, Snapple. That's no good. Bummer. Alright, I'm gonna try to sink this bitch. Just not enough pretty good accuracy. Just didn't go as far as I needed it to. Alright, another birdie. What? You alright there, Proper? Uh-oh. Well, shit, bro. You should get some fucking sleep, dude. I rarely ever sleep, and even I get about 4 or 5 hours the last 3 days a night. Gotta get your rest, man. Oh, damn. That's my plan after I play some golf. Got one more day of some homework with the kids to do. And then it's off to the weekend. Yay. Oh, that wasn't too shabby. Could have went a little further, but I'll take it. Ooh. That's the oldest kid, the 7th grader. He has some Zoom class at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I think he has like 2 or 3 Zoom classes tomorrow. The youngest kid doesn't have any Zoom classes, but has like 6-7 sheets worth of homework. And then he does reading at some point with his teacher on the phone, so... Well, I know one thing, this stuff definitely has messed with my sleep habits even more so than they used to be. Pretty poor, but this is only kind of screwed with them. But at the same time, there are times now where I can fall asleep in the middle of the daytime and it doesn't matter. That used to not be a thing. It's like when you gotta go pick up the kids from school, you can't go fucking passing out. Right? Yeah, like, I don't know. It's just messing with me. There are days I don't even know what fucking day it is. I have to like ask my wife or the kids, but like, hey, yo, what day is it? And they'll be like, Sunday. And I'm like, for real? Like, shit, I thought it was a Thursday. Like, this isn't good. Sometimes I just like wake up and it doesn't even matter what day it is. I just know I have homework to do. Yeah, but that's why you need to sleep. Keeps your fucking body ready to roll and fight that shit since you're young. That's pretty much where I am with kids, since I don't have to think about, oh, do I have to do this today or this today. I just know I have homework to do, and then, yeah. Sit ball. See, and that's, yeah, like, I don't know if I've ever said it before, but like, I was in a gnarly car crash when I was 15 years old. Like, it was actually the one that I was going on the way to my football game. And, when I got that concussion, it kind of messed with me, and after that, I never really slept the same. I don't know, it's really fucking kind of weird. It actually kind of bothers me. Because back then, you know, they didn't treat concussions the way they treat them now. Like I said, they sent me home, told me to take some Tylenol, told me I couldn't play football. That was about the only odd thing. I was like, really? But like I said, I was pretty messed up. I took a pretty good hit on the head that night, so... But like literally, since I've been 15, I became an insomniac. Like, I had no problem sleeping for any length of time before that car crash. But after that car crash, man, it was hard to sleep. It was, once I never felt very rested. It was just kind of crazy. It changed me mentally too. Like, I started to give a shit a lot less. It kind of sucks. Like, I wish the doctors maybe would have been like, dude, he's got a pretty good head injury or something, but it is what it is. Yep, that night when I crashed that car, after that, like I said, the day before that happened, I could have slept all day and all night. After that happened, I fucking was lucky to get about 4 to 6 hours of sleep, depending on the night. Get in there, ball. Let's go. Yeah, that was also the start of the old anxiety bullshit. I never felt anxious or nervous about anything before that. After that, I felt nervous about walking out fucking side. I probably should have also said something more about it, but it was one of those things where I just assumed it would go away. I thought it was just part of the accident, and just thought, oh, let's just go away. But it did not. It actually only got worse. Yeah, I struggled in school. It was hard. Like I said, if I wouldn't have had a couple really good teachers my senior year, I probably wouldn't have graduated because I just didn't give a fuck. I was like, oh well. But a couple teachers took me aside and they're like, no, you don't understand how important this is. And they kind of, I don't know. I'm glad they did it. Like, it means a lot to me now. But then I was just like, okay, well, if you guys say so, whatever. But I understand now what they were getting at the time. But yeah, it sucked. It definitely changed everything about me. Like, literally. If you'd have known me before my car crash and you knew me after it, you probably would be like, huh, that's weird. Dude's different. But he's the same, but he's different. Yeah, like, it's hard to even describe it. Like, I've tried to describe it to people. Like, I mean, I shouldn't say it's just like, when I had this one job, it was hard for me to just, like, it almost was scary to leave my house. Like, I don't know why, but it's not even so much that I thought something bad was gonna happen to me, it's just I didn't want anything bad to happen. There you go. But yeah, I don't think I didn't do shit for my anxiety for like probably 10 years. I just dealt with it and didn't say anything because it was like, I was just, didn't want to bother people with it, thought it was my problem, needed to just deal with it and move on. But I wish I'd have done something about it a hell of a lot sooner. So like I said, it kind of sucks as far as sports go. Like baseball and tennis, I probably could have at least gotten some sort of pretty decent scholarship out of them. Right? And that helps. That's, yeah, like I said, I live in this little dinky town, but everybody's like super friendly and you know everybody one way or the other. And like I said, it's just, I don't know. I can worry about the dumbest things sometimes and not like just kind of worry about it. I'll worry about it to the point where I give myself an anxiety attack. And them fuckers are no fun. I had one at work one time. I was working at a hotel cleaning this room, and I can't for this day I have no fucking clue what the hell happened, but all of a sudden, man, it was just fear. It was like, yeah. And thankfully the head housekeeper, quote, my boss, like walked in. She happened to walk by the room, and she like looked in there, and I was just up against the wall. She's like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Something is very not right." She just let me go sit down for like a half an hour. She's like, "Do you think you can finish?" I was like, "Yep, I gotta do this." I was like, "If I leave, that's not good." I was like, "So," it's like, "Just give me a minute." Called the wife, told her I needed a Xanax ASAP. Quicker the better. I live in a town that used to have 2 churches. Now we have 1. One of the churches shut down about 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Oh, you gotta slow your roll there, golf ball. So catch that hill and stop. Hey, Yahtzee. Ooh, no way. Oh, that hole is in a funky ass spot, man. Sit. That'll work. Well, that's not fair. I'm colorblind, man. But I'm pretty sure orange or aren't carrots orange. I don't do well with color quizzes. I once thought I drove a black Mustang for about a year and a half until my wife finally said, she's like, "Yo, I can't, I feel bad for you." And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "'Cause your Mustang isn't black." And I was like, "What color is my Mustang?" She's like, "Your Mustang is a really super dark blue." She's like, "It's dark." She's like, "But it's not black." She's like, "It's blue." And I was like, "Damn, dude, I felt so fucking dumb." I was like, "You gotta be kidding me." I don't know if anybody ever had to go through, speaking of colors and being off subject here, but I don't know why this just made me think of this, but if anybody ever did a confirmation back in the day for church, the pastor guy one day asked us if you could ask God one thing when you go to heaven, what would it be? Right? Okay. Everybody, asked these very serious, like, what is the meaning of life, blah, all that stuff, right? I asked them why bananas were yellow. That was going to be my question. Mine is like the blue. It's kind of fucking weird because, like, we've went to doctors and I actually have trouble with mixture of them. Blue and purple are hard. Like the base color, blue and purple, I mixed up green and brown. But then it goes into different shades because, once again, like, sometimes dark blue can look black to me from a distance, especially. Cars, I suck at color of cars. Silver and gray, they mix with me really bad. Bright oranges and yellow can mess with me pretty good. A dull orange can almost look red to me. But, like, the grass is brown and trees are green. Like, it's weird. It's like back-ass words. But it's cool now on video games how a lot of these games now have put into that where they have the colorblind settings and I can kind of mess with it. But once again, even being the way my colorblind works, it never seems to look normal. It almost looks strange, so I don't know. Dude, when I was in art class one time in school, my teacher didn't believe me that I was colorblind. He just thought I was trying to be an asshole and mess with him. But I was like, dude, if I have to get a fucking note, I can. I'm like, but they were trying to explain to me all this stuff of how I could make it easier on myself. And I'm like, I don't think you guys get how this works. Like, it's not something you can just train your brain. It's like I see things differently. And yeah, they were trying to be like, well, this and this aren't real. They're actually a mixture of this, the whole, what is it, the color prism or the rainbow. Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, violet. Roy G. Biv, right? Aren't those all the base colors or some shit like that, right? But they seem to think if I could understand and see base colors, I could make sense of others. And I was like, you don't get it, though. Even like a rainbow doesn't look the way that it does to you guys the same as it does to me. Like, I can't make it look different just because. It's like, if I could, wouldn't I just make myself not be colorblind anymore? But they figured it out in kindergarten. So it wasn't like I had to deal with it for very long. So that was the good news. My kindergarten teacher one day took me aside and my parents, I don't recall it, but my parents said she was like noticing something was off on our color stuff. And yeah, she had me do a little test. And she told my parents that they should probably just take me to just to be sure it wasn't something else, but most likely it was just I was colorblind. And yeah, I'm colorblind. It's like people try to make me tell them what color their eyes are, and oh man, eyes and cars are the cars are probably the worst. Eyes are probably second. Like, I can't tell colors of eyes for my life. However, with that said, what's better yet is when I tell people the bright color, like, they're like, well, what color are Nebraska's jerseys then? I'm like, they're red. And they're like, well, how do you know that if you're colorblind? It's like, because after being told 5 million times in a lifetime that Nebraska's colors are red and white, you tend to learn what it is, even though you don't see it the same way. I literally, I hate sometimes having to explain things to some people that just don't get it. It's like they think I'm really making it up. It's like, why would I make up some dumbass shit like that? Of all the things to make up, why would I do that? Like, wouldn't there be something more interesting to make up about myself than I'm colorblind? Like, it's not like it really gets me anything as an advantage at the end of the day. Maybe it does and I just wasn't getting it, but I've always felt like it was more of a disadvantage. Hey. I definitely can't go clothes shopping if I need specific clothes. Like, if something has to be a specific color, someone has to come with me, or I will fuck it up. And I'm not allowed to dress the kids most of the days. And see, that's what I think, is that since I'm not like, I feel like because I'm older and I've tried to kind of see a color, just because I don't know what color it is, when I do change the settings, it looks weird. Because I'm just so used to seeing the color the way it's meant to look to other people, that now it looks weird to me even, but I don't know. Like I said, it's fucking hard to explain. I've had so many people be like, well, just explain it to me. I'm like, I'm trying, it's really hard. Like I said, the best way I've ever tried to figure it out to explain things to people is that it just, things that you see look different to me. But like I said, I've also learned, grass is green. It just looks brown to me, so... Get in there. Oh, the putter is working. The putter is good. Dude, I wasn't even really watching my score, I'm not even gonna lie. I was just kind of shooting, playing golf, and holy shit, I just shot a 15 under. Like, I'm not even kidding around. I really wasn't even... I know I was putting well, but holy fucking ass. That shot a 15 under. Yeah, I think that's right, because that's, with those glasses, the colorblind glasses, everybody thinks if you're colorblind, they work for you, but they don't work for all kinds of colorblindness. And even for some types that they do work for, they just flat out don't work. But I don't know, I've always wanted to I wish if they weren't so fucking expensive, I'd have a pair just to fuck around with, for things to be like, oh, I want to see if I can see what this is supposed to kind of look like to you guys, like see what you guys fucking see. Because I have a friend who has tried them out, and they said it was pretty weird. Like, just stepping outside and looking at things that you normally think, you just see on an everyday basis, but all of a sudden you step outside and things just look a little different. But once again, it's like other things, with anything else, the less money you spend, the less, they're gonna kind of suck. So, if you want decent ones, you gotta spend a lot of fucking money, and it's just like, damn, dude. And of course, that's even my buddy that's colorblind that has them. If he lived closer, he's like, man, I'd bring him over for you every weekend just to fucking around, man. But he lives so far fucking away, it's just not worth it, so... Maybe one of these days they'll get cheaper and it'll just become an everyday thing, and I'd probably cry like a fucking... little schoolgirl on Flower Day or something, because, yeah. And see, that's what I wonder, but my buddy is the same way, and he just said certain things look the same to him through them, but there are especially brighter colors they actually do look a lot different, but like duller colors really don't change a lot. So like he said, he has the same thing with grass. It doesn't look really, we don't see it as green, but he said when he does look at it, it looks a little different. But like when he goes up and looks at like flowers or certain car colors, they look very different and vibrant, more so than usual. As my wife described it, I live kind of a very dull color life, because even bright colors just don't look very bright to me. It's weird. And that's just another reason I don't want to pay for fucking really expensive glasses, because that'd be my luck, is I'd pay like $300 for a pair of glasses that don't do anything. They just are sunglasses. I can tell. I know what it's supposed to look like, but yeah. Like when I look at a baseball field, everybody's like, oh, look at that beautiful green grass. And I'm just like, it's beautiful, but I don't see it as green. It looks darker to me than green. Like, that's brown, man. They're like, no, that's green. It's like, I know it is, but it looks brown to me. It looks really dark compared to that. I don't know. It is. It's confusing shit to explain. That's my one buddy. He said, so like, even the Nebraska red, it doesn't like, you know, everybody explains it to me that it's a very, you know, kind of a bright red compared to certain reds, and it just looks, I don't know, it's weird. It does suck though, because like on Grand Theft Auto is one game where it screws with me a little bit. My buddy has to take into account that I'm colorblind sometimes, because I'll be like, it's the purple thing on the map, and he'll be like, dude, I don't see no fucking purple things, and I'll be like, it's the purple thing right next to where I am on the map, and he'll be like, Rediger, that's blue. I'll be like, okay, it's the blue thing next to me on the map. So it does come in to haunt me from time to time on video games, but not very often. Oh, dude, I don't even bother to look at what colors they are. All I know is I threw on the jerseys, and my wife came in and she goes, "Do you even know what any of those colors on those jerseys are?" And I said, "Nope." She goes, "It looks like Easter threw up on you." And I was like, "Yep, I didn't like them before you said that, but now I really don't like them." I'm like, "Thanks, I'm gonna have to change those now." Yeah, see, and if you ask me people's eye colors, I get them wrong. Like somebody was one time was like, "Do you ever tell your wife that she has pretty eyes or something?" I'm like, "Well, she has pretty eyes, but I tell you what, don't ask me what color they are." It's like, because I'll get it wrong. Put it this way, in the Color Smash promos, I wasn't there for the colors. I was there for the promo. Fucking A. That'll probably be a really fun one. The AFC West, that would be a fun division just to use, you know, the best of every team. Brown eyes, brown hair, yeah. See, now, I've been told, as long as people were being honest with me, that I have blue-green eyes. That's actually, I have mainly blue eyes, but there's like these green spots. There's like literally areas of green. They're almost like camouflage. It's kind of crazy. But as far as my driver's license goes, I always just write down that I have blue eyes, and they've never said anything to me about it, so I figure I must be right. Well, that's not too bad. It's only 2 positions, and really, I was waiting for him to come back with Dallas Cowboys players for you. Get in there, ball. Let's go. Putter is still good. Dude, if the putter can stay good through this, I'm unbeatable. Simple as that. Not to toot my own horn, but beep beep. Right? That makes sense, though. And really, it's not like you should need, if you do it right, you don't need everybody to make it all work. Oh, I missed the little hill that turned it towards the cup there. It's going to make for an interesting putt. Nope, not enough. God damn it. Right? So the one dude's on the 12th hole, or through 12 holes, he's at 6 under. The other dude is through 8 holes, he's at 4 under, and I still have a 10-shot lead. Nice. Yeah, I've seen a few people kind of irritated with their... A few people, like, there's been I can't remember the other day what somebody was saying. I was like, yeah, you're right. That really hasn't gotten shit this year. Yeah, I was surprised they didn't give him something like that, but I also don't think they had any idea, and once things did happen, no offense, but man, it's like, with everything that went down, I don't know. And see that, yeah, that's probably what it will be. They probably had time, because I mean, you have to do something for the dude. I just can't wait for all that fucking jelly bean shit to be done with so I can get my training, get some stuff done. Well, that felt pretty good off the club head. Sit. Man, I thought that was going to tank off the flag and go in the water there. Oh. Damn putter. Come on. You're doing so well for me. Let's keep it going. Speaking of the Cowboys, I heard they're trying to get their 2 defensive ends reinstated. One of them played for Nebraska, Randy Gregory. That dude could get his shit together. Sit ball. Turn. Oh, that's a pretty good shot from almost 2.5 football fields away. I'll take it. Yeah, because I thought they had like 2 defensive ends or something. I didn't see the name of the other dude. I just happened to see it because a lot of the Nebraska Twitter got things I follow mentioned it and stuff. So I just don't think that'll carry that, but I wonder if I can hit it off there hard enough where it'll bounce towards the flag. Oh, wow, that worked. Went a little more left than I cared for, but it worked. I was living on the edge there. God damn. That could have went real bad real quick. Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Hopefully there is a next year. If people can't fucking start following some rules, there ain't gonna be a this year, at least, I should say. I don't know if they think people are kidding when they say that fucking if they don't stop fucking around and stop having big ass parties and everything else, that it's gonna be 2022 before there's any fucking sports or concerts, and that's not cool. I know that's probably a very high, worst case scenario, but I feel like every day we're getting a little closer to worst case scenario, so we need to knock it the fuck off and just do our shit. Oh, I hit it fast. Oh, I know it's gonna cause it to roll too much. Hit the hole. Oh. I feel like tight ends as a whole are kind of fucking weak on that game for the most part for the last couple years. Tony Gonzalez is always, a safe bet for any tight end, but they've had a few here and there, but like, I don't know. It's not that they don't have good ones, it's just the ones they do have just seem kind of not as good as the card represents, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I understand that. Trust me, I get it. My wife's self-employed right now, so she's pretty much not working, and there's not a whole lot we can do about it except just sit and wait. But that's exactly what the fuck we've been doing now, even longer than the state made her do. Once again, like I said, the problem I have is that we've had to wait this long to do what we did when we should have been doing this a long time ago, and we wouldn't have had the problem we have now. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to know what was happening. If we'd have fucking took a little extra time for 2-3 weeks a long time ago, we wouldn't have had to be sitting back and taking it easy for 2 to 3 months. But instead, fucked around and tried to tell everybody it was no big deal, and yeah, and look where we're at now. It's kind of a big deal. That's the other night. Even around here, there was some assholes that they had their cruise night, and I get it. You know, if you can stay in your fucking car, you know, with your family, but the problem is, it's like they said, everybody has to stop. You get out of your car, two people come from this car and go into that car, and then two people from that car get into the other car. And then you get a parking lot full of about, you know, 27 fucking cars, and each car has 4 people in it, and they're all standing right next to each other. And then when the cops show up and tell them, hey, you kind of need to, like, maybe reconsider your whole gathering here, and they pretty much tell the cops, you can't make us leave. Like, well, yeah. Problem is, they kind of can. But Nebraska's like one of the few states that is like really fucking quote shut down. But I tell you what, every day we're getting to the point now where we used to get about, you know, we were getting about 10, 15 cases a day, you know, tops. And then it turned into, you know, about, you know, 30 or 40. Get in there. Yeah. Now we're at like about 120 a day. The county I live in is being surrounded. We only have 5 in the county I live in, but in a county away from me, it's about 17 miles to my west, has about 238. And for the amount of people that live there, they should not have that many. So, it's just, yeah. It is crazy shit. Right? Yeah, but even him, I mean, it's like they said, I think he was one of them even too, said it was just really a slight fever for him. And other people, they say it's like they're fucking literally drowning on their own insides, so, you know, there's that. And that does not sound fun at all. Drowning in water sounds pretty horrendous. Drowning on your own inside sounds about like one of the worst ways you could fucking die. Just saying. Nice. And not to mention, while no one can come visit you or see you or even talk to you because, you know, you're fucking dying of something that they don't want nobody else getting, so. Hey, alright, Popper. Take her easy, man. Get some rest, dude. Ooh, that went around there a little closer than I thought it'd get to that right side. Yikes. And that's why I didn't want it to really get too close to his right side. That's not a good lie there. I don't think I can get the 194 to relax. Alright, 3-mile-an-hour wind. I don't know if I trust you to hit that far, but we're gonna try. You damn Skippy. Hey, that 3-mile-an-hour wind did a pretty good job there, I'd say. Dude, this is crazy. I don't know why my scores are as low as they are, other than I just feel pretty in the zone on the majority of these shots. Some of them not so much, but I think what's even stranger though is the fact that other people seem to almost be struggling. So I don't know if I should feel really special about my round or if I'm just getting stupid lucky. And there was an alligator in a golf cart back there. I don't know if anybody saw that, but there was an alligator in a golf cart. Ooh, I don't know if I hit that hard enough. Hit it hard enough, just I think because I didn't hit it hard enough, it didn't take the path I anticipated. I'm gonna fuck it up, so I'm just gonna hit that 194 as hard as I can. Oh, damn. I wish I didn't have to wait till Friday for that fucking training point stuff. Damn it. That sucks. I think tomorrow what I'll probably just do is some solo battles. Try to play like maybe not 3 or 4 of those out. Oh, that could turn out alright. Hell to the yeah, let's go. Yeah, I don't even think my wife doesn't even wake up by the time I finally come to bed, usually between 3 and 4 a.m. I do my best to be pretty fucking quiet when I get laid down, since I am going to bed long before everybody else, so I try to be as considerate as I can. I'd like to try to stream during the fucking day, but like I said, there's just so much going on in my house that I think it would actually probably cause a problem. I'd probably run like shit. I shouldn't have put so much flop on that, probably. Damn it. Ooh, boy. Nope. That is on a nasty hill. God damn. I'm sure you'll be alright. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I should be able to get on a little sooner than tonight. Now, granted, like I said, tonight was kind of out of my hands. It just wouldn't start. Kept giving me all that bullshit error message, and I'm like, dude. Like, it would try to start and it would just sit there and spin and spin, and then eventually after like 2 or 3 minutes it'd say stream cannot be started, and it would say some error shit. I should have wrote down like all the stuff because I'm sure it had some meaning, but I was just getting irritated. So hopefully if I can avoid that, that would be helpful. That's not a bad record. Could be better, but could be a hell of a lot worse. Could be 8-14, 5-10, and 5-11. So there's always that. That's the optimist in me, I guess. See, there you go. You could be 18-35. Could be a lot worse. Out of curiosity, how often do people do people ever just quit and you get a cheap win? Like, how often does that happen? Because I know back in the day that shit used to feel like it happened all the fucking time. And it was like, yeah, it sucked because I wanted to finish the game, but it's like, I'll also take the cheap win, I guess, if you're going to give it to me, so... I just didn't know, like, on that weekend league how often people just fucking, once they get down by, like, it felt like when people get down by, like, 10 points, they're like, fuck this, and they quit. I can't remember if, I want to say it was maybe 2 years ago when I did play a little online stuff because I wasn't streaming it, so it didn't really bother my internet. Like, people were just constantly fucking quitting. I'd have people quit because they would, like, something like, they'd be up by 10 points. I'd have, you get a really lucky play or something, and they would just quit. And you'd get the win, and it was like, yo, what the fuck? Like I said, if people want to give me a few cheap wins here and there, I'll take it. Alright, 17 and 18. That's it. 2 holes. Well, if that lands in the right spot, that could be pretty decent. Nope, took a big hit to the left. Alright, last hole. And if I can nail this to be back to back 15 under. Oh, you gotta sit down, golf ball. Stop. Stop. Doesn't stay on the fucking green. Yeah, it's not too bad though. Get in there, center of a cup, bada bing, bada boom. I will take it. Friggin' back-to-back 57s. You know, if you'd have told me, hey, when you start this, you're going to shoot 57, 57, I'd have been like, yeah, right, whatever. I'm saying it can't be done once, but I don't think you can do that shit back to back. Well, I did it. Alright. Well, I'm done with that one, so now the next event isn't actually until 24 hours from pretty much like an hour from now. I think it's like 3 a.m. in the morning is when they usually end, so this one should go for about 24 more hours, I think, and then this one starts. So I probably won't do that one until Saturday. But we'll see. Just depends. But I got the 420 stuff ready to roll for everybody. I figured it was only appropriate, with it being that time of the year, that we had a couple 420 courses. So this one is the 420 Crazy Golf Smoke Out. Alright, well, it's about 2:15. I should probably try to get some sleep here in the next 30-45 minutes, so I'll call it a night here. Like I said, I'll probably be on sometime, hopefully between 9:30 and 10:30 tomorrow, hopefully. Just kind of depends what's going on, but most likely sometime after 9:30 and hopefully before 11. But everybody take it easy. Yes, take it easy. Later. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe. Wash your damn hands. Peace. Later.